Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Good evening everyone. Good evening. Hello guys, I hope that right now the lag is not there and everything is working out absolutely fine. Please let me know if you guys are able to listen to me properly. Please let me know, guys. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, please let me know. There was some lag from our end, I guess. The network dropped once again. Yesterday also the same issues was there. I think so. That is the problem with the power backup. So every time the power backs up, there's some issues with the internet itself. That is what I'm presuming right over here. Okay, great. Okay, so can you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class? Can you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? Yes, Khalid Siddiqui is from our end. Uh, Sir, I want to cancel my internship, but they are not refunding my money. Please say something. Tushar, that's not a possibility because, like I said, there are clear indications for refunds. If you have just paid the 500 rupees, that would be refunded in 3 to 4 days itself, depending upon what you have said right over there. So there's no issues of that. Okay. Okay. So yesterday we had we learned about npm, we learned about the supervillains package, and we also learned upon express. We learned about the get request. We learned about the listen app.listen in express. So do you guys remember all this stuff? Please let me know. Do you guys remember all this stuff? Please let me know. Great. Anything else that we have learned yesterday that I have not covered up till now? Please let me know. Anything else that we have studied yesterday that I have not covered up? So npm init, good. That too we have already learned about, right? Great. Dependencies, we have learned about it. Good. Okay. So from today onwards, we'll be continuing from right over there, guys. Let me just open up our code sandbox. Let me just open our code sandbox. We learned about ports as well that are there on servers as well as in your own computers as well. Suraj Verma, yes, you will have to complete your registration for the entire program before starting. Okay, great. So we have done the basics that are there. From today onwards, our job would be to learn as much as possible about backend web development. Okay, so that will be our aim, guys. We'll be continuing from right over there. Okay, are you guys able to understand everything that we have studied up till now, guys? Are you able to understand that? Please let me know. Anu Prakash, like I've already said that most of the students coming to this particular bootcamp do not have a laptop. We need to cater to them as well. That is the reason why we are utilizing the code sandbox, so that everybody, no matter from which background they are, no matter what experience they are having, they can practice and do everything properly. Request response, do not understand. Rishabh Soni, how will you be able to understand if you're not attending the classes on time? I know your name because I remember somebody like that. Okay. So request and response was already cleared to you guys on the very first day of the bootcamp, as well as yesterday as well. So yesterday it was just a revision. On the first day itself, I've told you guys about request and response. Okay. So that was a revision that we did yesterday. Yes, Anam is also from our team itself. Okay. Okay, great. So today we'll be continuing from right over there, guys. Can we do this in Replit instead of Sandbox? No stock endeavors. Please use the Sandbox itself. Okay. There's a reason for that. That reason I will be letting you guys know at the end of tomorrow's class, not right now. This is the reason why we are choosing Code Sandbox over Replit and other opportunities that are there. Okay. Load and revise. Okay, that would be great as well. Okay. Yes, the Hills Anum is also from our team itself. Rakshita is also from our team. Do not worry. When will be the internship starting? I am an entrance, but I want to enroll into the internship. Utkarsh Best. The training is going to start from the 19th and one from the mid of January itself. The internship will be commencing after 3 months of the entire internship, training has ended. Okay. Yes, Khalid Siddiqui is from our team itself. Okay, great. So up till now, we have learned a bit that is there on how to use everything up. Right now, we are going to continue from where we had left tomorrow, guys. Okay, it was pretty easy, right? There was nothing too hard about it. So we'll be continuing from right over there. We have created our very first server, a small server. It's not a very big, it's just a basics that we have done right over here, just creating a simple server that is there, nothing too complicated about it. We can just start our server once again if that's the case. Okay, we'll go to our terminal, we'll create our terminal itself, guys. And guys, let me know what is the code that I need to write right over here to start my server. What is the code that I have to write right over here to start my server, guys? Can you guys let me know? First, we need to check where our code currently lies. Okay. First, we need to check where our code currently lies. Let us do an ls right over here, guys. As you are able to see, these are the folders that are there. We need to go into our intro to node folder. Okay, we want to go into our intro to node folder. Okay, the server folder. Sorry, I'm so sorry. We need to go to our server folder. We'll go into our server folder, guys. cdserver. That is where our server is currently remaining. Okay. So as you're able to see, now we are into our server itself. Inside of our server, we just need to start the thing. We have already set up npm yesterday. We have already done everything yesterday itself. So to start the server, we just have to write node index.js. Okay, node index.js. And that will start our server for us. So we are not able to understand whether our servers are started or not. As you're able to see, so right over here, index.js, we have started our server right over here. Now we want to go to our website. Okay, we want to go to our website. So you can just click on, you can go to browser, select browser right over here. Okay, and you can just select the open in new window. Okay, select the open with new window right over here. That will open up your website that is currently there, and as you're able to see, we are getting the return. We're getting the return right over here, that is hello world. Do you guys remember yesterday when we created our server itself, it had a response that it was sending back to us, that was hello world, and that hello world response you are now able to see on your website. This coming from the backend itself, guys. This is coming from the backend itself. Yesterday this was not working, our sandbox was crashing again and again. Okay, due to that particular reason, I'm showing it to you right now. start the server, you just have to write node index.js. Okay, to start the server, you have to write node index.js. It will start the server for you. And as you're able to see right over here on our website, we are getting hello world on our screen. Okay, we are able to get hello world on our screen right over here. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Great, guys. Amazing, amazing. So now what is happening is, if you look at the terminal, it looks as if it has hanged, right? After running node index.js, it looks as if our server has hanged. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know how to see that output in the new tab. Okay, just right now we are in the terminal. Okay, above the, just on the left hand side of the terminal, just on the left hand side of the terminal, are you able to see this browser? Are you able to see this browser? Okay, just click on this browser, and then on the URL bar itself, on the right hand corner, on the URL bar itself, at the right hand corner, you are able to see this particular button called as open in new window. Okay, this right hand corner, open in new window. You click on that, that will open up the browser on a new window itself, guys. You will be able to see the website on a new window. Okay, so that is how we have handled this. But right now our problem, okay, our problem right over here is that you are having this intro to node, in node index.js that we are currently writing, and it looks as if our terminal has hanged. It looks as if our terminal has hanged. Instead of doing that, I want to just have a message right over here that says that the server has started on the port 8000. I just want to have a message that is being shown right over here. The server has started on the on the port 8000 itself. Okay, that is what I want to do. To exit this server, okay, to exit this server, you have to do Control C. Okay, to exit the server itself, right now the terminal has hanged. Okay, to exit the server, press Control C, guys. As soon as you are pressing Control C, you're getting the message port 8000 is closed. Okay, you're getting the message port 8000 is closed. Okay, so are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. So we'll be editing. Yeah, it looks as if it has hanged. Basically, it means that the server is running. So the code is currently being run according to the terminal. The code is currently being run. So for us, it appears as if it does hang. Okay, so to understand whether it does hang or whether the server is actually running, I want to show a like message right over there that the port is currently running on this and this particular stuff. So for that, what we are going to do is we are going to add a function. Okay, we have learned about functions, right, guys? We have learned about functions, right? So 8000 का क्या मतलब? Stark GameX, were you not present in yesterday's class? Okay, we have already learned about it. Okay. So can you explain this doubt? While we write external JavaScript and embedded in HTML, it runs without Node.js. How it runs without Node.js in physical machine? It does not run on the physical machine. It runs inside the browser. It is not running on the physical machine. It is running it. The code is getting sent because it's an external file. It is getting sent with the HTML to the front end where it is running inside the browser. So we have already learned that JavaScript can easily work inside of the browser itself. That is the reason why it is running. Okay. So what we want to do, we have already learned about functions. So we want to write a function right over here that showcases that the port is current, the server has started on port 8000. Okay, the server has started on port 8000. We want to create a function that is able to showcase this particular message to us. That function, we will be attaching it to the app.listen method. Okay, app.listen method, we are going to attach it to right over here. Just have to write a comma, and we are giving a callback function. Okay, we are giving a callback function to it, that whenever you are executing this particular line of code, after its execution, run this particular function. Okay, run whatever function that you're going to write after the comma. This is called as a callback function. The difference between a normal function and a callback function is that you're having a normal function that you use at any particular point of time, okay, however you like, and so on and so forth. But here, this callback is basically means whenever this particular line of code is actually getting executed, only then call this function. If it is getting executed, app.listen 8000 is getting executed right over here. Okay, in that particular case, okay, in that particular case, call this particular function up. Okay, call this particular function up. Are you guys able to understand this callback function? You're not going to use this function at any particular point of time in your entire code. This is a function that gets called if and only if this line of code is actually running. If and only if this line of code is actually running. Okay, so you don't even need to name this function. Okay, you don't, for a callback function, you don't even need to name this particular function, guys, because there's no requirement of it. Okay, we are never going to use this function again, so why to name it? It's a waste of a name itself, right? We're not going to use this function at any particular point of time. Okay, it's just for this particular line of code, that is app.listen 8000 itself. Okay, so in that particular case, you are never going to use it again. So we don't even need to name this function. So you can just create a nameless function. You can create a nameless function. It's exactly like a function without a name. It's exactly a function without a name. So just write function parenthesis, because we are not providing it with any name. We are not providing it with any name, right? Then your curly braces, and inside of that, console.log server is running on port 8000. As simple as that. As simple as that. So this is called as a callback function, guys. A callback function has no name to it, and it gets executed if and only if this particular line of code is actually running. This particular line of code is actually running. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you able to understand this? We have already learned about functions. We have learned about app.listen 8000 yesterday. Our job is to make sure to understand if the code has hanged or the code is currently running. To understand that, we just want it to run this particular callback function, that okay, if this line is getting executed properly, then print, okay, then put it up right over there that the server is running on port 8000. Okay, once we have written this particular line of code, we are going to save it. We're going to go back to our terminal. We're going to again run our code, node index.js. Okay, index.js. As you're able to see, it is showing us a message. Server is running on port 8000. It is showing us a message that is server is running on port 8000. We go back to our website, reload the page. As you're able to see, everything is working properly. We are still getting our response, that is hello world, on our screen. We're still able to get the response hello world on our screen. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. You cannot check if it is running or not. That is the reason why we are having this particular statement, that is a callback function. We have to use an if-else statement right over here. Great. Everybody who is late, I will suggest you to watch the entire video from starting. Otherwise, it has no use to come up to the class right now. You are wasting your time itself. Again, this is a newer version of these are called as arrow functions, guys. Okay, this right over here that you are able to see, this is called as an arrow function. Okay, it's exactly what a function is. Okay, it is the same as a function, a normal anonymous function itself that we have used right over here. These two things are the exact same thing. Okay, this is the older version of the same, and this is the newer version of the same. So if I want to write it in the older version, I can even do that. Okay, if I want to change this request response.send hello world into a normal version of function, in a normal version of function itself, we can even do that. So let me just write another line of code, that is app.get. Okay, and we are going to take them to a new page. Okay, we're going to take our people to a new page itself, that is /about about. Okay, /about. / was the home page. Okay, / was the home page. Right now I'm creating a .get method for an about us page itself. Okay, from an about us page, that who is DevTown. Okay, since I'm using an anonymous like arrow function, You can even use a normal function, a normal old function itself. Again, a nameless function, again, a callback method that you are using right away here. That is function. Okay, then it's a nameless function. You don't have to put a name. You're never going to utilize it at any particular point of time. What are the two parameters that it is requesting from you? Request and response. Okay, the requesting and response, these are the two things that it is expecting from you from the function itself. And then you are having your response.send. So this particular function will send the response.send and a little bit about DevTown. Control V, please make sure that you're putting up the semicolons properly. Okay, and then we are going to write something else right over here. This is the ABOUT about us page. Okay, so I'm creating another get method that is catering to the forward slash about page. Okay, right over here. Okay, right over here we are taking up the forward slash about page. For example, www.google.com forward slash about. Okay, www.google.com forward slash about. If this particular URL is sending you a get request, if this particular URL is sending you a get request, okay, you will be getting a request. You want to send a response, and the response should be, this is the about us page. Instead of using an arrow function, this is the latest method that is there. I want to show you guys both the methods so you are comfortable with both the methods. You can even convert this into an arrow function after this. Okay, I want you guys to see something that you have already seen. Okay, you have already seen function, right? You already know function. What is function? How to create a function? How to use a function? Okay, so the arrow function is nothing else but the exact same thing, just less wordy. You don't have to write a function. Okay, you don't have to put up curly braces or something like that. Just put an arrow right over there. So it is as simple as possible. The main difference between a function and an arrow function, okay, just understand this. Okay, the main difference between an arrow function and a normal function is that an arrow function usually works great with a single line of code that you want to put inside a function. Okay, an arrow function works great whenever you are having a single line of code that you want to do. Okay, if this particular function wants to be get executed, you want just one particular line of code to work, then arrow functions are the best thing to use. Right over here as well, we are just sending one particular line of code. Right over here as well, we are just sending one particular line of code itself. In these cases, arrow functions are the best to use. There are less number of words that you have to type. Okay, but usually when there are multiple lines of code that you have to make, functions, the older version of function itself is something that you will be using. So let us check this out, guys. We'll save this. Okay, we'll restart our server. We'll restart our server itself. So restart the server, just close the server right over here and again run this. Okay, node server.index.js. As we are able to see, we are running the port on 8000. Okay, we are running the port on 8000. Okay, we'll go back to our website. We'll reload the page. So this is the home page, right? This is just the forward slash page, and you are able to see hello world printed out on your screen. You're able to see hello world printed out on your screen. Now you can just put up a forward slash ABOUT about. Okay, a forward slash about itself. Okay, at the end of the URL, put up a forward slash and then the word about. Okay, as soon as you press enter, this is showing you the about us page. Okay, this is the about us page. You can make as many pages as you want. You can make as many pages as you want. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. So right over here, you can even change everything back to arrow functions instead of using function, the older version of function. Okay, just change it to everything to your arrow functions itself. Why do you like waste space, right? Why to waste space? So change everything to an arrow function right over here. Put it up right over here. Get it back. Put an arrow right over here. Okay, so we have changed this to an arrow function as well. You don't require the semicolon right over here. Okay, we have changed this to an arrow function, right, guys? You have changed this to an arrow function. You want to change this to an arrow function as well. You can easily do that. Just remove everything. Put up the arrow. Okay, put up the arrow right over here. Take it up, put up an arrow, nameless arrow function that we are creating right over here. You don't require the semicolon anymore, no curly braces, and you have created everything into arrow functions. You have created everything that you are doing as in arrow functions itself. Are you guys able to see this? Everything right now is in an arrow function. Okay, you can again close your server down, you can restart your server once again. Okay, so you will be able to see that server is running on port 8000. It's not coming up properly, but everything still works the exact same way. Everything else works the exact same way, guys. The guys able to understand up till here? Arrow functions, are you guys able to understand older functions? Why do we require arrow functions? Okay, there's no actual requirement for it, but because we want to use it, we are using it. Okay, as simple as that. The next thing that we are having, okay, the next problem statement that we are having right now is, every time I'm making some change in my code, every time I'm making some change in my code, to see if that works out or not, we have to close the server. Okay, we have to close the server itself and restart the entire server. Were you guys able to notice this? Please let me know. Every time I was making some change right over here, okay, every time I was making some change right over here, I had to close my server and I have to restart that server once again. Right, guys? So that problem statement, we need to identify that whatever changes that I'm making right over here, okay, whatever changes I'm making right over here, if any change is there, our server should be automatically restart. Our server should automatically restart. Why should I go Control C, stop the server, and then start the server again? Huge process, right? To help us out with that, there's another npm module, another npm package that is present. That is the nodemon server. Okay, that is the nodemon server. It's nodemon package itself, guys. So we'll be installing nodemon package right now, and we'll be utilizing that again. Okay, we'll be installing the nodemon server and we'll be utilizing that once again. So are you guys able to understand what is not Doraemon? Okay, Doraemon is basically a cartoon. Okay, not an anime, it's a cartoon. Okay, we are going to use nodemon, nodemon, nodemon. Okay, so before doing that, before installing nodemon, it's an npm package, guys. It's an npm package, as simple as that. Before doing that, one more thing I want to identify is that this request and response, I've written this so that you guys are able to understand it. Okay, you guys are able to understand it. You never use request and response right over here. Okay, you never use request and response right over here. What you use is req and res. Okay, you use req and res. Similarly, this response will then be res right over here, not request. Okay, not request, res, the response. Okay, we have to use req res right over here. Again, you can use request and response entirely as well, that's totally up to you, but by convention we use req and res. I've done that to make sure that you guys understand what is req and res at the end of the day. Okay, so use res right over here, guys. You use res. Okay, that makes your code a bit more cleaner and a bit more smaller as well. Okay, a bit more clearer and a bit more smaller as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Great. Now what we are going to do is we are going to install our nodemon package. Okay, we are going to install our nodemon package, guys. First, we'll close our again we'll be closing our server. And now, to prevent us from opening the server, closing the server again and again and again, we're going to install nodemon. To install nodemon, it's pretty simple. Type npm install -g. Okay, -g. Why this -g, guys? That means globally. That whatever you are installing, nodemon that you are installing right over here, it is not just for this particular folder. It's not just for the server folder that we are currently in. It is installing nodemon globally throughout your entire laptop. Okay, throughout your, so for here, throughout your entire code sandbox. Right over here, we are using -g to basically install nodemon globally across your entire setup itself, not just within your server folder. Okay, so -G, node, MON, nodemon. Please make sure that you're putting up these spellings properly. Please make sure that you're putting up the spellings properly, guys. Okay, then press enter right over here. As you're able to see, we are currently installing nodemon right now. Okay, we are installing nodemon right now. Are you guys able to see this? So nodemon has been installed for us. Are you guys able to see? Nodemon has been installed for us. Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand that we have installed nodemon right over here? Please let me know, guys. So how to use nodemon? Does somebody know how to use nodemon? Let us assume that we don't know how to use nodemon. Okay, so just go to npm. Okay, just go to npmjs.com. Okay, once you're there, we are going to utilize our npm terminologies. Why we are using it to install nodemon? Nodemon. Let's search for that. So you are able to see an exact match, nodemon. Okay, then go through this. Why does it, why do we require it, why to use it, how to install it. You can just go through all the entire thing, how to use it. You are able to see right over here. So just go through the documentation, guys, as much as. So for today's assignment, I'm giving you guys a very small assignment today. Go through the nodemon documentation. That's it. Can you guys do that for me? Go through the nodemon documentation today. Can you guys do that for me? Please do let me know. Just go through. Why do we require nodemon? I've already explained it to you guys, right? That whatever we have to close our server, update it again, then close our servers again, start it whenever we are making any changes. So right over there, nodemon does that for us. It continuously sees our code. Any changes made to our code base, it will stop the server and it will restart the server right over there. That is the reason of using nodemon. But go through the entire documentation, guys. Just go to npm, search for nodemon. You will be able to get the documentation. Go through it. Reading documentations is a habit that I want you guys to inculcate. Now to use nodemon is pretty simple. You just have to, instead of writing node server.js, you want to write nodemon server.js. Nodemon server.js. That's the only difference. Instead of using node server.js, you're going to write nodemon server.js. As soon as I'm writing that, as you're able to see, right over here, nodemon 2.2 to restart at any time, press rs watching paths dot watching extensions js msjs json starting node server.js index.js. Okay, server is running on port 8000. Okay, so right now we have started our nodemon server. Let's assume we want to create another web page. Okay, let's assume we want to create another web page, guys. So we will just copy this particular line of code, paste it right over here. Okay, and this will be creating it for the about us page. Let's go to courses. Okay, let's go to courses. Okay, /courses. Respond.send. Okay, this is all these courses that we have. Okay, let's go to all the courses that we have. This is what I wanted to send. Okay, so just look at the terminal, guys. Just look at the terminal right now. Okay, just look at the terminal. As soon as I've made some changes into the code, guys. As soon as I press Control S, that is, I save this code. Just look at the terminal, guys. Just look at the terminal. As soon as I'm saving this code, okay, nodemon instantaneously restarted my server. Okay, right over here, as you're able to see, restarting due to changes, starting node server.js index.js. Server is running on port 8000. So as you're able to see, within seconds, within milliseconds itself, our server got restarted. So I don't have to close my server. I don't have to restart my server. It is being done by nodemon directly itself. And if I go to /courses, that's the new one that I created. So we are getting the message that this is all the courses that we have. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Is everybody able to understand up till here? Please do let me know. See, these are the basics. Okay, these are the basics. This is extremely important for you guys to understand. Okay, these are just the basics itself. On top of it, we are doing our project from tomorrow onwards. Maybe I will take one day, maybe I will take 2 more days to complete it. Okay, but you don't have to worry. The basics need to be there, then we can work on the project very easily. Okay, for you guys, then the project will be like, we know this, we know this. Okay, we already know this. This is all like easy for us. This is all like bullshit for us. Okay, we are able to understand everything, and that is the mindset I want to inculcate within you guys. So, what is today's assignment? Can somebody let me know? What is today's assignment? Can somebody let me know? Please do let me know, guys. What is today's assignment? Can somebody let me know? Read nodemon docs. I don't think so. That's a big ass assignment, right? It's a small assignment itself. You guys will be able to do it. Okay. The second assignment that I'm giving you guys is for tomorrow. From tomorrow onwards, we are going to start with our project. Okay. From tomorrow onwards, we are going to start with our project, guys. So before we are starting with our project, I want every one of you to revise everything that we have learned up till now. Okay. Please do not come to tomorrow's class without any revision. Okay. Please do not come to tomorrow. You can leave the class itself. There's no issues, but please do not come without any revision. Because from tomorrow onwards, maybe one day, maybe 2 days, I will be taking to create the entire project. Okay. It is going to be a simple project having backend, a little bit of front end as well. You don't have to worry about it. But our goal at the end of the day is to make sure that when you're starting the project, you have revised everything that we have told you up till now. Everything from the first class to the last class itself. Okay. Maybe I will be exceeding the number of days of the bootcamp by one more day. Okay, it might be possible because I want to make sure everybody is able to understand and do the project. That is my goal. Okay, so maybe I might extend the bootcamp by one day to make sure that everybody is able to understand everything. So today I'm leaving you guys a bit early. I'm expecting you guys to revise everything today. Okay, revise everything today, guys. Can you do that for me, guys? I'm not asking for a lot. Okay, this is just for you. At the end of the day, I'm not getting any benefit from you revising something and coming to the class. Okay, I'm not getting any benefit out of that. You will be able to do the project, you will be able to understand the project very easily, and we will be doing the project with you live in the class. I'm going to do the entire project live, just like now. I'll be explaining every single line of code to you guys. Okay, please try to make sure that you are able to revise and come tomorrow, because there will be new topics that I'll be teaching you guys, not just the old one, but new ones as well. Right now, I'm sharing the link with you. You will have 7 minutes to fill up the attendance form today, guys. You will have 7 minutes to fill up your attendance form, guys. Okay, so we'll be ending the class right over here. I'm not taking a very long class. Make sure that you are revising everything properly. Make sure that you are revising everything properly. You have up till 8:19 to fill out the attendance form, guys. You have up till 8:19 to fill out the attendance form, guys. 8:19, guys. Okay, you have up till 8:19 to fill out your attendance form. You have 7 minutes to fill out your attendance form. Okay, up till 8:19. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Okay, thank you. Yes, Jagdish is from DevTown as well. RS Jagdish is from DevTown. So you have up till 8:19. In the link, it's 2499 instead of 3000 remaining. Should I pay 2499 or 3000? Exotic TV, that would be 3000. If you have paid just 500 rupees, the rest of the amount would be 3000 itself. Please contact your, could you tell me your name, Exotic TV? Okay, or just contact your career counselor itself. He will be helping you out with the same. Okay, how to send HTML as a response, Santosh, that we will be doing with the project itself. You don't have to worry about it. We will be doing that. Okay, so like I said, you have up till 8:19 to finish up the attendance. Please do that right now, guys. We'll be meeting tomorrow and we'll be starting off with the project. So please revise and come. Okay, please revise and come. Ansh What's okay, sure, Ansh What's. I will talk to my team of what problem that is there. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. So thank you so much, guys. We'll meet tomorrow. Please make sure that you are filling up the attendance by 8:19. And tomorrow we'll be starting off with our project, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.